what she was able to accomplish with the people that she put together and the teams that she put together. So tonight we will hear from Coach Kim Mulkey and the other coaching staff. Other participating in the parade include the Bengal Brass Band, the LSU Spirit Squads, former LSU women's basketball players, lots of dignitaries. I actually met one of the ladies driving one of the convertibles that's going to be taking people through earlier today. We have our news team lined up along the parade route. Take a look at the campus map on your screen. Kind of a short route, but you have got to believe it's going to be a packed one. The parade rolls at 6:30, so in just a few near the LSU School of Music. It's going to make its way to the PMAC along Dalrymple Drive, where it'll take a left on Fieldhouse Drive and then down on North Stadium Drive. And the parade will march down Victory Hill towards Mike Cage, and then the PMAC celebration happening inside. We want to get you to the action. We have our Jacques Doucet near the PMAC where the parade will come to a close. But first, we want to start with our Perry Robinson, who's at the front of the parade route. He's been talking to fans who've been out there for a while now. Perry, take it away.
Hey Liz, again, I'm standing here outside of LSU, well, actually on the campus where, again, the Parade of Champions will get ready and start. So let me get out of the way for a second so that you can get a look at the crowd right now. I mean, literally within the past few minutes that the parade has become actually massive with how many people are actually decided to come out here and support, again, our Lady Tigers. I mean, you can see thousands of people just lined up, again, getting ready for the parade to start in just a few minutes. You see the cheerleaders out in front. You see the band that is literally right behind them so that they can get ready to start playing. And again, I've been talking to these fans, and they are so excited to come out here and to finally be able to welcome home. If they did miss that time back on Monday when the girls actually did come, a lot of people missed that opportunity, but they are here today so that they can be able again to celebrate and have fun. You see a lot of the fans throwing up L's, just saying "Go Tigers" all through the street. And again, the parade will start in just a few minutes, and we will have full coverage. And if you do happen to miss out tonight, don't worry, we will have a full recap tonight at 10. Liz and Steve, back to you.
All right, Perry, thank you. So we want to give you kind of a bird's eye view of the crowd out there. You can see some folks lining up. This is the start of the parade. Lots of people on the ground there. Now, Steve, you have been doing this for a long time. You've been covering LSU sports for a very long time. Would you ever have imagined this for women's basketball?
I would have imagined it.
You hoped for it. Absolutely, hoped for it.
Absolutely. But they've been so close so many times. And the thing I thought watching all those young ladies, Skip Bertman, when he won the national championship, every little boy in Baton Rouge wanted to play baseball. I think we're going to see the same thing. I think this was the beginning of a rebirth of the game of basketball, especially for girls in our area.
You got to love to see it. Our Jacques Doucet is also standing by. He's down at the PMAC where the parade will come to a close. Jacques, what's the scene over there?
Hey, Elizabeth, it feels like an LSU football game day, and I'm waiting for the guys to come down Victory Hill into Tiger Stadium. But no, of course, a celebration of head coach Kim Mulkey and the LSU women's national champion. As you can see, fans as far as the eye can see, they are all lined up, getting ready. How about these people over here? Alexis is the bestest, Lex Luther, and maybe we can talk to some of them. What's your name?
Claire Potan.
Are you an Alexis Morris fan?
Yes, sir.
What did you think about the girls winning the national championship?
I think it was amazing. I celebrated. I screamed.
And now you're going to celebrate some more?
Yes, sir.
All right, who we got down here? Let's see, what's your name, sir?
Jamar Mitchell.
Hey, Jamar, how about those Tigers?
Good, good.
Who's your favorite player?
Andrew Reese.
There you go, Angel Reese, indeed. Got some more signs down here. Luther, it says. What's your name?
Emmy.
How about those Tigers?
They're really good.
Yeah, did you watch the game Sunday?
Yeah.
You were screaming and hollering? Yeah, all right. Well, as you can see, all these fans are here. It's been a tremendous season, a tremendous story. As we all know, South Carolina was supposed to win the national title. LSU went to South Carolina, had a rough time there, but guess what? Iowa beat them, and then LSU took out Iowa to win the crown. And so we'll have much more here coming up in a little bit. Guys, back to you.
All right, our Jacques Doucet live for us, and we want to go back up to the start of the route. You can see the parade has begun. Here is the LSU brass band, Bengal Brass Band, rather, getting underway with this parade. And Steve, it was only just not that much longer, not that long ago that we were watching a different set of champions march down Victory Hill. This is a pretty good run for LSU right now.
Absolutely. And we saw Alexis Morris put out a picture today you know, the cigar celebration, just like Joe Burrow, and now she's got a parade just like that. I believe that there are going to be a lot of beads that are going to be caught and probably saved for a lifetime as a souvenir from this big day.
Absolutely. Where were you when, and what's the story here? So, folks, the parade is rolling for the national champs, the LSU Lady Tigers. We're going to let you listen in and enjoy the sights and sounds for a little while.
building.
quick wrap of the ankle.
All right, friends, you have been watching the championship parade for the LSU women's basketball team. Kim Mulkey there heading, looks like she is just getting lost in that crowd back there. Little spot of sequins right there in the middle of your screen. Steve, this has been, it's been fun to watch.
Her arm's also getting tired, you can see. She's not pitching to Kramer anymore, right?
Absolutely. So not throwing threes right now, but throwing a lot of beads.
We saw Jacques Doucet hustle into position. I believe we have him now and can get his take from there on the ground. Go ahead, Jacques.
Thanks a lot, Steve. Of course, this march for the LSU women started right here in this building when they beat Hawaii and then Michigan. Then they went to Greenville, South Carolina, and took care of Utah and Miami. Then to the Final Four, Virginia Tech, and of course Iowa in the national championship. And now all these fans are here to see it. There you see, they're all lined up here. And I think over here we've got a crown. So what's your name?
Samaria?
Samaria, I see you got the Angel Reese crown on today.
Yeah.
Is she your favorite player?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to come to all the games next year too, huh?
Yep.
All right, let's give you a look at the parade again. Here they come. We've had some former players, and I think the players and the coaches are still a ways before they hit us, but we've seen some former players. We saw Kiana Chaney, who of course now is the head coach at Southern Lab. She was on one of the floats with some former players, and you know, they told us over the years when LSU basketball was struggling, some people at least said, hey, it's women's basketball, who cares? Well, can you now see who cares? Can you talk about all the great national exposure LSU has gotten since winning the national title, their explosion on social media? Angel Reese and Flau'jae Johnson are superstars. They're being acknowledged by the likes of LeBron James and former presidents and whatnot. And so, as you can see today, a huge scene to support the first ever national championship in LSU history, whether we're talking men or women. I saw Tasman Mitchell, of course, he was a member of the 2006 LSU men's Final Four team. Tasman from Denham Springs, he had a big smile on his face, very happy for the ladies here as well. And so, it's been a long time coming. Of course, those 5 straight Final Fours LSU had from 2004 to 2008. They never won a game at the Final Four, despite having the likes of Simone Augustus, Sylvia Fowles, Tamika Johnson, and Kim Mulkey said that she was just mind-boggled by the fact that LSU had never won a game at the Final Four, and that changed in a hurry in Dallas, Texas. Of course, LSU saving their best for last, scoring 102 points in the national championship game just 1 week after Mulkey joked to a national television audience. She turned the television off when LSU only scored 54 points against Miami. But indeed, the LSU guards in particular, one Jasmine Carson, a transfer from West Virginia, in her one season with the LSU Tigers, certainly made the most of that, scoring 21 points in the first half. So that's the scene from here right now. Thousands upon thousands lined up down here. As I said earlier, it feels like an LSU football game day as the sun is going down. I feel like we're about to march into Tiger Stadium to see LSU play Alabama or something, but instead it will be the Pete Maravich Assembly Center to honor a very special group of ladies, 12 players, head coach Kim Mulkey and her very deep staff, which includes the likes of Bob Starkey and others. So that's it from here, guys.
All right, Jacques, thank you. It sounds like a LSU Saturday night out there on Victory Hill.
It does, and when we were watching, first of all, I think it was great that we just let people take in the parade.
Just an experience with you.
It was like they were there. They could hear all the things. They didn't have to sweat. They didn't have to park. They could just be there.
Best seat in the house.
Yeah, and see all the great stuff. And that one float that sped by, I don't know what the speed limit, I can't remember what it is on campus, but they were definitely exceeding the speed limit. But now we see why. Because it's going to take a while for everybody to get to that PMAC and get set up. I don't think they'll be starting at 7 o'clock.
Probably not. You can see folks are already starting to file in, though, and as the floats get up to the front, they're going to unload the players and the staff. Everybody part of the parade going to go inside, get ready for the celebration that's supposed to start at 7 o'clock. We'll probably be a few minutes late. Don't worry, we're going to stick with you, though, and bring you the whole thing. That will be streaming on WBXH. Hour wraps up. Here's a look inside the PMAC. The crowd's already coming in. And Steve, one thing I love that they're including former players. There's head football coach Brian Kelly, already got his seat ready to go. I love that they included the old players, former players from LSU, from the men's team. You know, it's great to see kind of the legacy that these girls got to build upon.
In our open, Kim had to explain why she cried. I can tell you, a lot of former players cried. I talked today to one of Sue Gunner's top assistants, Tommy Goodson. He said, I was watching the game. I wasn't going to get emotional. In those final minutes, my wife walked in. She was already tearing up, and he said, I just lost it. And he's a coach. You can imagine the players that put on that uniform and lived all those years when they got so close, when they got to the Final Four but lost. For Kim Mulkey and this team to accomplish what they dreamed of course they're going to tear up. Of course they're going to share those tears with the head coach.
Yeah, it's an emotional moment. I kind of get chills thinking about it, of everybody waiting, that as you said, getting so close and finally seeing it come to fruition, seeing these girls carry that legacy kind of across the finish line and just bust open a bright future for this program. And as you said, kind of a rebirth for basketball probably in this area. We're going to see a lot of little girls signing up, I have a feeling.
One of the few people that's seen it from start to end is Perry, right?
Right, that's right.
Robinson.
Perry Robinson was along for the ride. He was there in Dallas, got all the fun assignments. Now he was at the start of the parade. Perry, it's a little quieter where you are now.
Yeah, that's right, guys. Now, again, the parade and floats, they just rolled by probably about 15 to 20 minutes ago, so it is a little quiet right now. But I promise you, if you would have seen it just from a few minutes ago, you would have thought, kind of like what Jock said, and you would have thought that this was a home football game. With this, how many people actually came out here again to support our Lady Tigers from securing their very first championship. Now, again, as you can see, a lot of people are starting to go back to their cars. A lot of people, again, are getting ready to walk to the PMAC so that they can get ready to get ready for that celebration, which, kind of like what you all said, it might be a little behind because of how many people that they want to make sure that they stop and cheer on and be able to see from the people that, again, are out here showing that support. And I know, Steve, you said one thing about how emotional that the players and the coaches were, and the fans out here were just the same. Like, a lot of these people, they witnessed the struggles of the team. They've seen the ups and downs. They've experienced that same heartbreak, and a lot of the people that I spoke with said that they teared up when watching the game. A lot of people that were actually at the game, same thing. A lot of people that were at home, exact same thing. So, again, this is a very emotional moment for a lot of people, and a lot of people, again, are excited, and you could just tell just from the crowd. And, again, the support that the women's sports and this team has generated since Kim Mulkey and from years past that they've been able to accumulate over the past few years. And coming up later on tonight at 10, we will have a full recap from the parade so that you all can be able to see everything and hear from more people that were actually out here for today. Listen, Steve, back to you.
Forrest, thank you. He was at the start of the parade. We'll be continuing our coverage tonight at 10. And man, Steve, it's great to look out in the crowd and see such a wide variety. You see like generations of people. You see the young kids, you see the older folks who've been probably watching this program for a very long time, along with the new fans. It's great to see so much support come out.
And think about this. You know, we're on television. People recognize us. You might have met them on a story 10 years ago. For me, maybe 30 or 40 years ago. Then think about Kim Mulkey. She's known in the world. She's a Hall of Famer. She's a Louisiana native. I'd venture to guess there are thousands of people there who have met her and know her personally. And now they're there for the celebration.
Like watching your family come up. This is great. So stay with us, folks. Our celebration coverage continues inside the PMAC on WAFB Plus. That's our streaming platform, and WBXH, also our YouTube live stream. Survivor is next here on WAFB. Thanks for joining us. And friends, if you are still with us, thank you for staying with us here on our WFB Plus streaming platform, our 9 News app, YouTube streaming.